Morning. We're already over our case of the Mondays, and we got a full Major League Baseball schedule today. Of course, NHL Game 3 in the books. We got a 2-1 series. Not a ton of people believe that was going to happen, me included, but I don't really
got a
know.
case of the Tuesdays, just so you know.
I got a case of the Tuesdays. Before the show starts, what we do, and we've done this forever, as long as we've done the show. I mean, really, no matter who the co-hosts have been with me, we just talk about other sites and laugh about some of their ideas that we hear going or floating around. Man, it's like that's seriously what we do. Sometimes you could tell, like whatever it is, it's like that it's insulting, so I'm pissed off. And then other days, it's just funny, like today. It's just when I see the mad scramble. Because everyone knows for me, and we talked about the name calling and stuff behind the scenes too. But for me, it's as much fun to me to see other people lose as it is to win. I don't know which part I enjoy more, watching the other people lose or winning. I think it's the watching the other people lose, to be honest with you. Winning's fun. It is.
I like winning.
I like winning.
Yesterday, Chet by ass. So.
It's going to happen. That's sports betting. But
you're watching Tampa Bay and a no-hitter by Cole, and the Rays just couldn't get anything going. Then they finally tie it up. You're happy that they finally did something, and then the ninth inning happens, and the Yankees get it done. So anyway, that was my evening in a nutshell. I was very upset, and then excited, and then upset again. So.
It's the nature of the beast. That is sports betting. And over the course of a Major League season, we're going to see plenty of that, and we know that. Chris, how you doing today?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
White Sox played well yesterday. That was the only highlight probably of the day.
Getting Lance Lynn back, another guy that's going to shake up the rotation there, and of all these teams that we're going to see. A lot of these starting pitchers get back into these rotations. We're going to see, different pitching rotations, basically different matchups than what we would have seen. And teams that were maybe on the wrong end of the mismatch will be on the right end of the mismatch in a lot of.
We got DeGrom and Scherzer just around the corner for the Mets.
Exactly.
Back, so.
Exactly, and the Yankees, I believe, will make some moves to screw up their chemistry as well. I mean, that's what they're pretty much known for. Speaking of screwing up chemistry, we have Chris Ruffalo with us. Chris has been back with us for about a month and a half at this point.
Yeah,
I loved his shirt today. He's looking good. It's like an orange Julius or something.
Yeah, it is. He is kind of like a big orange, Maybe we'll squeeze him. Anyways, yeah.
It's going for the Tampa Bay Bucks creamsicle vibes.
The creamsicle vibe.
I think that Jays game was just more about starting Jose Barrios on the mound and just not being the pitcher that the Jays thought they were going to get. I think that's been the case with a couple of guys, extending Jose Barrios, getting Kevin Gausman, now, Hyun-Jin Ryu going through Tommy John. So, yeah, that Blue Jays rotation's a mess right now. But, that hockey game last night was well, I hate to use the words blind squirrel and associate it with the Tampa Bay Lightning, but I mean, they were probably bound to get one eventually. The fact of the matter for me is that they still have to win. If they're gonna take this series, they have to at least win once in Colorado, and I don't know if that's gonna happen. It'll be interesting to see how the Avalanche bounce back, but there was some questionable. I would say once again questionable officiating in the Lightning game last night.
Well, you're going to get questionable officiating in just about every sporting event these days, and it's just kind of the nature of the beast at this point. But we got a lot of games today. We've got a full card, and of course, I have been releasing this in podcast form as well, starting yesterday. I also started the Betting Tools show again yesterday. That takes place in the afternoon. I don't really have a set time for it, but it's going to be like between 3 o'clock, and whenever the drive-through starts. So tune in. The show takes as long as the show takes. It has no set time that it starts. It has no set time as far as how long it goes. If you guys have questions, everything's pretty much an open book with me. I always have been. things that I'm legally allowed to answer, but the things that I'm not, then I will tiptoe my way around it and get as close to that line as humanly possible. So we had fun with it yesterday. I thought the big surprise, because I haven't really dug that deep into the betting tools recently, but what I saw yesterday on the show that was the most alarming to me was that Houston Astros unders. Wow. I mean, how did this thing go right past me? Right? It went
past me. What are you talking about? The Astros games are going under?
If you've bet the over in the Astros games, every game this season, you are down 27.6 units.
Wow.
It's the biggest winner is the under in Astros games of any bet in baseball this season. And it's not even close. I mean, it's not even close. And there it was on the betting tools on the most profitable teams just sitting there on top.
Now I'd be tempted to take the over from now on because you think it would have to revert back to the, I don't know. You'd overcompensate for unders.
Undercompensate for overs?
I'm the opposite. When I see something like that, it makes me want to go the other way because it's been going that. And I didn't notice that. That's a good tidbit.
Ruffalo's like, I got to remember this for the next time we're all in Vegas or something. I'll say vanilla. I'll say chocolate. Bitler will go vanilla. I'll be getting all the chocolate.
I'm a vanilla guy, so if Brian goes for chocolate, I'll be happy.
So you'll be saying vanilla. Brian will go chocolate, and then you're all set.
I mean, I think that actually might deter me from going to the over because a lot of people probably still think that the Houston Astros are synonymous with high scoring games in that big eighth inning. When you can still pitch a lot of unders. And what would you say the return was? 20 or the loss was 27 units.
Yeah. Something of that nature. It's if you go to profitable teams, go to MLB and click on over and under. Last 180 days, or I think one of them says this season.
I think I saw that if you bet like it said $10, but if you bet $100 on the under in every Houston game this season, you're up almost $1,900. So.
Yeah, what about the overs? If you bet the overs, you've gotten crushed because the juice on top of it.
Yeah, you've got destroyed.
Yes. Anyway, speaking about getting destroyed, let's look at today's card, see what we got in store for us.
It's a nice card.
And actually, today something happened also in the pregame discussion where Brian Bitler actually believed me when I said something 2 years ago to him. I said, "You watch, in 2 years, everyone will be doing this." And then he sent me a press release about someone doing something that we started 2.5 years ago, that they're going to do it. And they made a big announcement about it. It's like, okay. Good story. Oh, man. There's some to me, it's just unbelievable. And people say, oh, you trash talk all these other sites to me. It's like, I just can't believe that people fall for their garbage. That's to me is really what it is. It's like, we're transparent. We are who we are, and it is what it is. But it's like, I'm not going to sit there and pretend that we're, something that we're not. And then, and the people that fall for it, I mean, ridiculous, man. I mean, hate me or like me, it doesn't mean you got to fall for it. It's like, that's for sure. Anyways, speaking about falling for it, see what we got today. I wonder why I can't get my screen. Here it is. So I'm trying to get my screen. Marlins versus the Rockies. We got the Reds versus the Dodgers and the Orioles against the Nationals. Eric Fede in action, Chris. What do you think?
Hold me back because I'm actually probably going to have to take the Baltimore Orioles in that one. Fede, just when I start to give him credit that maybe he's actually pitching well and just not having the luck go his way, he goes and gets shelled again. And I think the Baltimore Orioles can provide some value. I haven't seen a confirmed starter for the Orioles. I thought maybe it would be Jordan Lyles, but again, we'll have to see who the Orioles throw out. But again, they're playing some solid ball. 6-4 in their last 10 games. Coming off that series win against Tampa Bay, I think they can beat up on the Nationals here. And I'm going to take the Dodgers Reds under in the first 5. Tony Gonsolin still leading the majors in ERA, and I don't think he's going to slow up here. But Tyler Mahle pitching pretty well in June. I think he's only allowed 4 runs across 3 starts in June. I think this is going to be a bit of a pitcher's duel through the first 5. So give me the under between the Dodgers and Reds in the first 5.
Brian?
Yeah, I agree with Chris here. I'm down with TBD and the Baltimore Orioles. They actually have a winning record at home. It's been a while since Baltimore's had a winning record anywhere. And depending on the line, as long as it's minus 140 or better, I'm going to go with Baltimore. And Colorado Rockies here. Pitchers here going at it are pretty equal. Daniel Castano, if I'm pronouncing it right, for the Miami Marlins. He's been pretty subpar in the minor leagues this year. 4.81 ERA, and then overall his career 3.89 ERA. He threw like a 2-hitter last week. Yeah, but overall his career that's
against the Phillies, right?
Doesn't mean anything.
Okay. Yeah.
And the Marlins are also coming back off a 10-game road trip. This is their first game back. I think they come out a little bit slow. I think the Rockies catch them. I think this line looks a little light to me. I like Colorado.
Marlins 6-0 as home favorites in their last 6. It's a horrible spot for the Rockies. Anyways,
they just got home.
I mean, you just said that Castano looked bad.
Castano, they both
June 15th. I mean, we're talking 6 days ago. 6.2 innings, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, no runs, 105 pitches against the Phillies, who were on the middle of a heater at the time. Before that. Two innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 16 pitches. Before that, against the Phillies again, 1 inning, 2 hits, no runs, a strikeout. Again against the Phillies, 1 inning, 2 hits, no runs.
You know I'm a Marlin guy. I love taking the Miami Marlins. I just don't think tonight's the night. You know, a team just back off of a very long road trip. They just got home, visited their girlfriends late last night. I think they're a little bit slow today. I'll take Colorado. I think their pitching matchup's equal.
I'll bet you your entire pay for the next 6 months.
I don't know. I'm not going to bet something crazy like that, but we might be able to go a hat or something.
I don't think so. The last time I bet you a hat, I ended up with a shirt that didn't fit. I will go with the.
That's because they didn't offer hats to the Butler Bulldogs. I think it was Butler.
I'm just calling it what it is. So he randomly orders me like a child small. You know, it's like. Thanks.
He orders you the tube top.
Yeah, pretty much, man. It was like it's the dental floss version.
It was an Atlantic 10 team. I forget who.
Davidson,
the Bulldogs. Yeah, they don't offer a baseball cap. Anyway.
Got to go to the bookstore. I like the Reds here against the Dodgers. I will just continue to fade the Dodgers every single game. Money line, the Dodgers are negative money. Run line, the Dodgers are plus money. Go figure. We go to our next slot. We got the Cubs and the Pirates. Roansy Contreras on the mound here for the Pirates up against Matt Swarmer. Up against, we got the Red Sox. Rich Hill is a minus 200 pitcher now up against Bo Brisky. And then you've got TBD for the Rays, but I do believe it is Fleming up against Nestor Cortez Jr. No confusion with Chris's favorite, Desi Arnaz Jr. Bob Alou. Chris?
You always get me with the Desi Arnaz, but I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Pirates. You can probably go first 5 or you can go full game. Doesn't matter. I did like the Pirates a lot better at the minus 126 tag instead of the minus 161 that it's at right now. But for me, there's just no backing Matt Swarmer, and the Pirates just absolutely dominated the Cubs yesterday. I don't see the Cubs getting off the mat for this one, so give me the Pirates in that one. I'll go with the Detroit Tigers plus the 1.5. I might put a little bit on the money line as well. You know, like you said, I just don't see Rich Hill as a minus 200 pitcher. I get that the Red Sox are playing well right now and starting to pick up the play at home, but not to a minus 200. So give me the Detroit Tigers in that one. And I'm going to go with the New York Yankees. I know it's not necessarily the least public play on the board, but Nestor Cortez Jr. already silenced the Rays twice this year. And for me, the Rays just have not had the same punch that they've given the Yankees. They haven't been the thorn in the Yankees side that they have been in years past. Could change, down the road, but right now, Nestor Cortez just pitching too well right now, especially against the Rays for me to go against. So, give me the Yankees in that one.
I'm going to take the Rays in that one against the Yankees. I'm just going to play the YouTube comment angle here, and they say fade Chris's picks and you'll make money. So I'm going to do that because I read it on the internet. That means it must be true. Of course, they don't have any hard data to back that up. They just make blanket statements anonymously, which makes them even more true. Yes, we should all. I love when people ask, like, when someone will make a blanket statement like that, and it's like obviously like some fake YouTube account or whatever, and then you have other people asking them, well, who do you like today? Yeah, well, it's like what? It's like, I mean, how gullible are you? The gullibility factor. Brian, how many world championships you got?
Well, last time I checked, I think I got 23 world championships, and then by sport, that's when they really start to add up. But
yeah.
Hopefully, I qualify for the Hall of Fame ceremony in Las Vegas later on this summer.
Yeah, we will have the Sports Handicapper Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm nominated as the owner and as a handicapper. I could be a 2-time Hall of Famer. I could also go in as like a broadcaster. I could have the trifecta of sports handicapping Hall of Fame entries. I'll kind of be like a 3-headed monster. I could have my busts, in the handicap Hall of Fame.
You could have Mount Mitchmore in the handicapper Hall of Fame.
Well, in this time slot, I didn't get a chance to get my picks. I absolutely hate the Yankees. They've been a thorn in my behind all season long. I'm going to skip that game today. I think the best value on this slot.
You're not fading Ruffalo? You're not just saying...
I like the Rays. I'm probably going to end up taking them, but they really stuck it to me yesterday. And I hate the Yankees. They've cost me some money this year. But I think by year's end, if you're just going to go blindly bet the Yankees from here on out, I think I'd be surprised if you end up in the profit. I'm going to take the Detroit Tigers plus the 1.5. There's no way Hill should be the minus 200. I think he goes 4 innings, maybe 5 for Boston. I think the Tigers can sneak the backdoor cover in. Pirates and Cubs, I'm going to go with the over 9. Swarmer, absolutely awful for the Cubs. He's a local guy to me. Contreras, I think he's been hit around last 2 starts. So for me, I'm going to take the over 9 in that one.
All right. Chris, what are you selling today?
Well, for me, I got my $15 pickoff play. Started the week strong with the White Sox yesterday. I got another plus money play for $15, or you can get the Tuesday triple play 3-pack. It's unfortunately the pickoff play not included in that 3-pack. So I got 4 plays in total. Triple play for $39.95 as well over at Pick Dogs Premium.
All those daily packages, 100% guaranteed. Use that discount code June10. Get 10% off all of your purchases at our premium area for the entire month of June. Brian?
Yep, for me, I'm bouncing back today. I got my Major League Baseball titanium play guaranteed, $15, fits any budget. I believe it's the best play on the board by far, or you can get it in my 3-pack, my Square Dancing 3-pack Major League Baseball, just $50 guaranteed profit in that one at bigdogs.com.
Congrats to all that followed. I'm going to go with I have a 3-pack today. That does not include my $15 big play. I have my $15 big play, and then that's $15, and it's one play. It's my big play. Then I've got a 3-pack of Major League Baseball games. I'm swinging for the fences in my 3-pack, so you're going to want to grab that. But the $15 big play not included, $34.95. That's before the 10% discount. So congrats to all that followed. Anyways, we go to our next one. Chris, you feeling like patting yourself on the back, congratulating yourself for following?
Yeah, I was going to say, well, you beat me to the punch. I was going to use the congrats to all that followed, but...
what about congrats to all those that led? How about those that led? No congrats to them?
Oh, now you're trailblazing. Now you're starting something new.
Congrats to all those who led the way. All right, here we go. Canes. Got some Canes over here. Love my Canes.
They stink.
I think we got A&M. I think we play A&M this year.
Oh, that's gonna be a wood shit game.
Let's see. We got our new coach.
I'm just messing.
We got our quarterback back. We got a lot of good players transferring in. All right. Got some Canes over here.
Yeah, A&M September 17th. At
Congrats
College Station.
Congrats to all those who followed. And then I believe they have A&M at Miami next year.
Oh, it's the 2-game series.
Yes. Congrats to all that followed.
Congrats to all that got tickets.
Congrats. Congratulations. Sports betting terms that don't exist. Congratulations.
Thank me later.
Thank me later. Got the Braves and the Giants. Got the Twins and the Guardians of the Galaxy. And the Rangers and the Phillies. You got 3 good games here. 3 good ones. Brian, what do you think? Spencer Strider against DeSclafani. You've got Joe Ryan against Savali in first and second place in the American League Central. And then Martin Perez against Kyle Gibson.
That's my guy, Joe Ryan here. I'll start off with the San Francisco Giants. I'll take it. Yesterday, I lost with them on plus money. I think I'm going to back him today. I'm not a huge DeSclafani guy, but I think he'll come out with and have a strong start. Giants are a team I always look to back when they're getting plus money. This is a nice spot for them. Cleveland Guardians, Minnesota Twins. I'm not in love with the price, but I'll take Joe Ryan here at home to bounce back. I think his first start back off the injured list wasn't great, but I think Joe Ryan gives the Twins 7 innings today. That's all I like in that slot.
Saving Joe Ryan. Chris.
That's my guy, Joe Ryan, one of my favorites.
Yeah. Brian was looking for saving Ryan's privates. Anyways, I can't interest you in the -1 with Joe Ryan, Brian. Maybe.
No, I'm either gonna play it straight up. I don't like laying the 1.5 because I feel like I'm gonna get screwed there at the end.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna go with the under 9.5 Braves and Giants. Spencer Strider just doing a good job striking out a lot of bats as of late, and I think he could have some success against the Giants. But I also think DeSclafani would be eager to get out there and Twilight Zone. Forgot about that one.
That's fine.
I'm not even gonna tell you who we're saving that one for. You're gonna go with the San Francisco Giants. Also as well pitching. I think DeSclafani is going to pitch fairly well for the Braves here against the Braves here. See, that threw me off. Damn it! I'm going to go with the under 9.5 there, and I'm going to go with the Texas Rangers. Kyle Gibson, not a pitcher I'm looking to back on the road, and I think Martin Perez has another solid outing here.
That Rangers Phillies game, definitely some big line movement there early. So definitely going to watch out. The thing is that Perez isn't a regression. You know, last time out, he did not look nearly as good as he's looked earlier this season. And I'm a little leery of the Rangers. The Phillies, of course, playing still that pretty strong baseball. Like I said, I mean,
what did you say about this?
I watched the game.
No, I mean last time out. What did you say?
Two times ago.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying
so
last time out, you only gave up 1 run.
But it was 8 hits. It was like a scramble all the way.
It was a scatter of 8 hits. That was a smatters.
It wasn't really. It was kind of battling with guys on base the whole game. And then that game against the White Sox, I mean, he's been giving up a good amount of hits his last 3 games. It's just a matter of when he gets popped. So, we know Kyle Gibson is, been there, done that.
Gibson might want revenge on the Rangers, so you never know.
He also sucks, right? So we have to take that into consideration.
He doesn't suck. He's a very average pitcher. Very average. He's a number 4 starter. That's what he is.
Wow. Except when he was on the Twins and he couldn't win a game, then he loved him.
I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm sticking up for him. You're telling me how crap he is. I'm saying he's about average. He's not terrible. I think he's just as good as DeSclafani.
Anthony DeSclafani? How about Savali?
I don't know. I think Savali used to be good. This year he's not.
Used to be
not
good.
as-
He's like 17 years old. He's washed up.
He's washed up. Well, this year he's not having the best year. But
Speaking of not the best year, Kevin Gausman taking on Dylan Cease as the White Sox look to make it 2 in a row against the Blue Jays, who are absolutely reeling at this point. You know, you look at some of these things that have happened this season, and we talked about it on the weekend show, and why not bring it up again? I mean, I love beating things into the ground. That's kind of what I do. You can identify when teams are having a problem. The public, if they're a public play type team, seems to easily be able to shrug those off and pretend they didn't happen. And then when they get bit in the ass time and time again, then it looks like Romanelli's YouTube comments. Just the crying. That goes on in those comments. But the Blue Jays. The writing's been on the wall about this team for a couple weeks now. We saw Baltimore go in there and, beat the Jays twice. They split the series with them. And the other game, they covered the run line as run line dogs in that one. So, the Blue Jays, they got some issues here. Then, Dylan Cease. I mean, how are the Blue Jays favored here? Gausman, it just doesn't even make sense. Yeah, I'm offended. And then it doesn't take much to offend me. Normally when I'm offended, I normally fire back, start name calling, pointing fingers, launching. Then we go with we've got the Brewers and the Cardinals, and then the Astros against the Mets. Trevor Williams from the Bitler Hall of Fame.
I've never been a Trevor Williams guy.
It's not going to take much to get you there. Come on.
He was on the Pirates.
It's not going to take much to get you on Trevor. We know that. Who do you like?
If you're asking me, I'm going to take the Houston Astros here. I think the price is pretty decent. You're Quiddy not having the best season, but Trevor Williams, I think he's only good for about 5 good innings for the Mets. I think the Astros win this game late. Just the lean. I'm going to take the St. Louis Cardinals with that huge juice of Flaherty. I know he's on a pitch count, probably only go 4 innings. That's Mitch's favorite guy, Chichi Gonzalez, on the mound for the Milwaukee Brewers. I think he gets lit up. I don't know how he's a starting pitcher. Brewers have prospects in the minors. I don't know why they're giving Chichi starts here.
Wow, some bad blood there between Brian and Chichi. Chris.
Brian's like, he stole my nickname from high school. I'm going to go with the there you go. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to go with the Chicago White Sox here. I think until the Blue Jays fire Charlie Montoyo, I don't want much of anything to do with them right now, even though they're, my hometown team. It's not going right now, and I think Dylan Cease is some value at home against Kevin Gausman, who's been just struggling right now. So, yeah, give me the White Sox. Give me the Cardinals as well. I like Jack Flaherty, and I think even at minus 140, we're getting a decent bit of value here. He is the Cardinals staff ace, and I think that I think he bounces back here. Even like Brian said, even if he only goes 4 innings, I think the Cardinals bullpen can handle the job from there on out. And I'm going to go with the over 9 between the Mets and Astros. Trevor Williams, a 4.50 ERA as a starter this year, and Jose Urquidy allowed 3 runs or more in 5 of his last 6 starts. I think it's just a game where the offense has come out to play, so give me the over 9 in that one.
I think I like the Cardinals here, but I think I'm going to go with the first 5 under with Chi pitching. I think he's going to really battle it out there with Flaherty. I like the Nerfy in that one too, because Chi's pitching.
That's your guy.
Could be. Then I like the Astros against the Mets all day and twice on Tuesday. And White Sox, easy money against a fading Blue Jays team. The White Sox get back to 500 here. And as the Twins are playing the Guardians, really a good opportunity for the White Sox to make a move in the Central. Those are the 2 teams ahead of them. But not by much. We move to the last part of the schedule. We've got the Angels. Reed Detmers on the mound here against Jonathan Heasley for the Royals. Then you've got Sean Manaea and Zach Gallen in this Padres-Diamondbacks game. The Diamondbacks have lost 47 games in a row against the Western Division in the National League West. Yeah. And then you got the A's. James Caprillion still has a job. It's because the A's traded away everybody else that they had that was a viable option starting pitcher up against the Seattle Mariners. I'm showing TBD, but I saw someone pitching for them last night. That's changed.
I think Marco Gonzalez is going.
Yeah, I thought it was Marco Polo. Marco Polo.
If you're asking me who I like this time slot, I think that.
Well, I really wasn't. I really was trying to find out who was pitching for the Mariners. But
Marco
anyways,
Gonzalez is
go
pitching.
ahead.
He's listed right here.
All right, go ahead. All right, I'll take. You talked me into. I'll take the Mariners.
95% sure.
All right.
All right. And this time slot, I'm gonna take the KC Royals plus the 1.5.
Thanks to all those that followed.
Thanks for everybody that's going to follow this play. You can thank me later when it hits. Easily not the worst starter in baseball. Reed Detmers had that no-hitter, but I think he's pretty pedestrian. You saw the Royals win outright today, but I think this is a one-run game either way you slice it. And, boy, that's it. I was going to take the Oakland A's, but I don't think I can get on them. I'm not going to take a chance.
Absolutely. Thanks to all that followed. Go ahead, Chris.
I like the Royals a lot until Brian wrote to thank me later because we all know how well that goes. But I'm still going to go with the Royals here.
You got a lock?
I throw out the lock emoji. No, I'm going to go with the Royals mainly because Reed Detmers, even I saw at its peak was around minus 175 for the Angels with Detmers on the hill. Now you're seeing the price drop to around minus 155, and because the Angels with Detmers on the mound since Detmers threw his no-hitter in the 5 starts since, the Angels as a team 0-5 have scored 2 runs or less in the last 4 starts. So Heasley, as much as I've bashed him in the past, he's actually not pitching that bad. He hasn't given up more than three runs in a start this year. I think he could keep the Royals in, and I just don't want to pay this price with Detmers. So give me the Royals. And give me the under 7 between the Diamondbacks and Padres. I just have this as a pitcher's duel the entire way. I think it's the first to 3 runs wins this game. So give me the under 7 between the Diamondbacks and Padres.
Absolutely. I think that I know Ruffalo is having trouble concentrating once we get to the Padres game because Musgrove is slated to pitch tomorrow, and that's kind of it's kind of his guy. It's like Musgrove. It's like. Just loves that Joe Musgrove. Just loves him. He really likes him. But I like the under in that Padres Diamondbacks game. I also like the Padres. Same game parlay. I like Reed Detmers to push Jonathan Heasley around in this one. I know the Royals probably looking ahead because they got Daniel Lynch pitching tomorrow. So, they're probably just all jacked about that. If you were talking about bad karma with Thank Me Later, has everyone called one of those problem with gambling numbers and say that your problem is that you're winning too much? And I like the Mariners here against the A's. I think betting against the A's in Oakland is good money there. We're getting just minus 140 here with Marco Gonzalez, who this guy is kind of like him and Lance Lynn. I mean, if those two guys pitch against each other, you could see 25 hits and 4 runs. I mean, it's that
Lance Lynn is much better than Marco Gonzalez. So
yeah, but both of them always have runners all over the place. That was the comparison. But
I thought you were saying similar or
absolutely
similar talent.
Absolutely. Can double down on the absolutely. Thank me later. All right, Chris, time for our 3-team parlay lock. Who do you got?
All right, well, let me break out the keys because I'm going to go with the Baltimore Orioles on the money line, the under between the Reds and Dodgers, and the New York Yankees on the money line.
Remember, I'm doing my betting tool show this afternoon, sometime between 3 and 6, but I'm going to guess probably closer to 4 o'clock p.m. It'll be a live betting tool show. I'll be taking any questions and answers. No questions are off limits, so save them up, except for ones that I'm legally not allowed to answer. Brian, what's your parlay stone cold lock?
I like it. Colorado Rockies money line, Detroit Tigers plus 1.5. That's my personal best bet of the free picks. And then the Houston Astros money line. All three of those teamed up.
My stone cold 3-team parlay lock is going to be the San Diego Padres, parlayed up with the Houston Astros, parlayed up with the Chicago White Sox. This is Mitch for Chris and Brian. Remember, this show is available in podcast form at iTunes, at iHeartRadio, Odyssey, Audible, Amazon, you name it, Google Podcast, non-Google Podcast, Podbean, pretty much everywhere. So it's called Picks from the Doghouse. Thanks for joining us. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah. Congrats to all that followed.